Hello, guys. It's Dr. Kelly Diane, and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who have not subscribed, please take an opportunity to subscribe right now. And for those of you who are subscribers, thank you so much for joining me. I am trying to actually, I'm going to stream from probably two locations now. So if you guys can hang on just for a second, I want to go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to talk about narcissists and devaluing. For those of you who've watched the videos, you guys know that I have also, let me do something really quick. Okay, so for those of you who've seen my videos before, you know this is part 2 of the series Narcissist, the cycle of the narcissist. And so I previously posted the video Narcissist and Love Bombing, and that is down below. I will place that down below for you guys to go and check that out as well. So I'm going to wait just a few moments just to see if anyone is coming in. If not, I'm going to go ahead and start to live stream and not hold you guys up too much longer. So let me put this do not disturb one here. Just a second. There we go. Okay. There it is. All right. Give me just a second. There we go. Let me see. All right, we are good to go. Okay. So everyone, hello. Welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Kelly Diane, CEO of Align with Dr. Kelly Diane. And so what I want to do was come live and do let's have a conversation about narcissists and devaluing. So if you guys have seen my channel previously, you've seen that I've done part 1 of the series of the narcissist toxic cycle, and the first portion of the series is entitled Love Bombing. So if you haven't had the opportunity, please go back and view that. That is part 1 of the cycle. So we have the love bombing phase, we have the devaluing phase, and we also have the discard phase. And I will be posting about the discard phase a little maybe this week, perhaps, or maybe this weekend, but I will be posting that. It'll be the end of the series. And so going back to the love bombing phase, that is the phase in which the narcissist, the very first phase, it's the phase in which the narcissist has done everything or is doing everything to secure you as his next supply or his next victim. It's when they're going to go overboard. It is when they're going to do everything that they can do. They're going to actually mirror you. In other words, whatever it is that you say that you like through casual conversation, they're going to become it, and they're going to do that to pull you in, to gain you as a victim, to gain you as a supply. Okay, so that was in the video that I spoke about before. So let's talk about the devaluation stage. It's going to come. Some of you guys that I've spoken to, and some of you guys that are probably just looking around YouTube trying to figure out what's going on. You don't know quite what's going on in your relationship. You don't understand what's going on. You don't understand why it has happened. And so let's talk about really quickly about the devaluation stage. So the devaluation stage is the stage in which the narcissist is probably and more than likely going to discard you. It is the second part of the stage. And as I said earlier in my videos, it's not linear. So they can do this. They don't have to do love bombing, then discarding, and then or devaluation, then discarding. They can do it in any cycle because it's cyclic for them. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be mixed up. But let's talk about what devaluation looks like. So devaluing, what is that? That is when a narcissist begin to put you down. That's when you go from being this amazing hero in their life to an absolute zero. And I mean, almost instantaneously. It's almost overnight. It could be the next hour. It could be the next day. You've gone from being this absolutely been in this amazing relationship. And next thing you know, it's everything that they've loved about you, they've all of a sudden began to despise about you. They've started to devalue you. So for instance, if they've started with saying, baby, you're absolutely beautiful, you have a beautiful shape, I love the way you walk, I love the way you talk, I love the way you speak, all the things they're talking about or saying to you that's making you fall in love, and you're so excited that you've met your soulmate and that someone understands you and love everything about you. Even the things that you see as negative about you, this person actually says that he or she loves you, loves about in you. And so what happens is suddenly overnight, or even down the road, not necessarily a time frame, but usually with narcissists, they can't keep those masks on very long. And so you're going to see it really quickly, ladies, and for the guys too. You're going to see it very quickly, because one thing about a narcissist is they cannot stay consistent. They don't have it. They cannot retain consistency. They are not going to do it, and you're going to see that. But one of the things I talk about often is that we need to walk in awareness and not in our emotions. And so what does that mean? That means that when we see something, we acknowledge it and we nip it in the bud right away. We don't find excuses for it. We don't begin to say, hey, he didn't mean that, or he's going through a hard time, or something just happened. This person just died, or his dog ran away, or his cat got hit by. We need to stop coming up with excuses to validate why this person is doing the things they're doing, or when we see these red flags. We need to, when we first see them, address them and deal with them right away. So let's go back to the devaluing. My throat is a little dry, so I'm gonna grab some water, some coffee. Some of you may not know I've had surgery, and so it makes it hard for me to talk. That's a long time. My throat is really dry. So anyway, so let's go back to the devaluing. So in the devaluing phase, he's going to start to do quite a few things. Okay, I'm going to go over some of the things that he's going to do, he or she's going to do. Not necessarily, and there's way more. I mean, it's probably hundreds of them that they're going to do, but they're going to be subtle. And so one of the things that the person likes to do is they do not allow you to, they do this thing in which we call, it has been termed gaslighting. So they don't want you to remain sane. They actually mess with your sanity. So what am I saying? A good example of gaslighting is when perhaps maybe let's just make up something. Perhaps you put down your keys in the kitchen, okay? And your keys are in the kitchen, and you always put your keys in the kitchen on the counter. And one day you go back to get your keys off the counter and they're not there. And you're wondering, like, where are my keys? And I have another camera going here. So if you see me looking back and forth, it's because I'm looking at two cameras. And so you're wondering, like, where are my keys? What happened to my keys? I know they're there. I always put them there. And then next thing you know, either one, you're going to find them in a place where you've never put them. And the narcissist is going to say, oh yeah, you put them there yesterday. You don't remember? And you're like, I don't remember doing that. They have you second guessing yourself. Or perhaps they will find the keys somewhere else and say, hey, you put the keys here, and you've known for years that you've always put your keys in a certain space, but they moved them, right? So they love to gaslight you. They love to play these mind games. They love to play with your sanity to make you second guess yourself. It's like I said in my last videos, like, don't believe your lying eyes. They do all types of stuff like that. And of course, they are devaluing you for two reasons. One, to gain control, and two, because they've already found someone else. They already have actively been looking, which they've been doing their whole time. And it's also what has happened when they met you. They were already looking. They were in a relationship when they met you. They were already looking for someone else, and that's when they met you. So they are never alone. They're always with someone. They are always in a relationship with you or several people at one time, or with several things at one time. And so understand that narcissists only sees you as an object. They only see us as objects. They don't see us as people. They don't see us as humans. They see us as an object. And so they believe every object belongs to them once they've pulled you in their nasty web. And so when you get to the point where you stop being obedient to what it is that they believe you should be obedient to, then they start to devalue you as well, because then they have to devalue you, because it's like a black and white. So when they meet you, you're all white, you're all good. Once you do something that they don't believe you should do, then they are going to see you as all black, and then they're going to devalue you. So when you get to the point where you are starting to question the things that you see about them, you're starting to say, wait a minute, something is not right. When you start to see their mask slip and come down, and then you make a comment about it to the narcissist, at that point, they're going to see you as black. Because at this point, you're seeing what's going on. And so they're going to devalue you. They're going to make you feel bad. They're going to gaslight you. They're going to start playing these little games. If you ever question something, for instance, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have to be ready to agree with everything they say. You have to be able to hate everybody they hate. You have to love everybody they love. You are not allowed to think. They do not want you to think. They actually turned you into a muppet, a puppet on a string. They want you to dance the way they want you to dance. They want you to go where they want you to go. They want you to stay home all the time. They do not want you out in the community. They do not want you socializing. They do not want you to have new friends. They don't want you around your family. They disrupt anything that's going to cause you to be in a social circle. They want you by yourself, secluded, so they can continue to abuse. That is why it's called narcissistic abuse. And so when you start to question, like, why can't I go to my mom's house? Or I don't understand, why can't my best friend and I hang out? Well, they're losing control of you at that time. And so they're going to devalue you, because now they see you as all black, because they see you as an extension of them. And as an extension of them, when they move, it's just like a puppet. When they move, you're supposed to move with them. That is just the sickness of a narcissist. That's the way they believe. The things they're obsessed with, you're supposed to be obsessed with. The things they eat, you're supposed to eat. You're not allowed to do anything differently. And if you do anything differently, they're going to make you feel bad about it. They're going to make you feel bad about yourself. That's why you'll notice that as we, into my Instagram family over here, as you get into the process, you start to change. You're not the person you were before. You don't have the same qualities, or you're not exercising the same qualities you had when you initially came into the relationship, because that person the narcissist has taken that from you. His goal is to take it from you. His goal is to drain you of everything that you've got. So no, they don't want you to think independent. And when you start to think independent of them, you're all black. And so they're going to devalue you. And the devaluation, of course, leads to the discard, right? And so one of the other things they love to do, they absolutely love to do, they love to ignore you. That's a part of devaluation. They ignore you. So what does that look like? It looks like many things to them. It could be when you're talking to them, they're not looking at you. They're looking at their phone. They're writing. They're on their computer. They're doing everything not to give you eye contact, or even to acknowledge that you exist, that you're there. They are amazing at the ignoring. You can walk past them in your home if you guys live together, and they're gonna act like they don't see you. You could walk past. I was with a narcissist. I'm telling you, I could walk past butterball naked and would not even look up, because they did not want to acknowledge that I was there. It was a part of their punishment. It's part of their devaluing. And so they would walk by and like, I don't even see you. Also, what are some of the other things they do? Oh my goodness, let's talk about the internet. Oh my goodness, the internet. They love to use the internet as a weapon. It's a lot of social media out here. You have all the platforms you can go on, and believe me when I tell you, they are on all of them. You don't even know about half of them that they're on. They're on numerous dating sites, right? While you're in a relationship with them, saying that they're single. They're on every Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. They're on every social media site there is, because to them, there's plenty of fuel. There's plenty of people to meet out there. There's plenty of people for them to manipulate and lie to and draw in. Plenty of people who they can pretend to be somebody that they aren't, so someone else. It's plenty of fuel. Let me just say that's plenty of fuel. And, fuel are the people that admire them and admonish them. Oh, you're such and such, and you're this, and you're wonderful. And I can't believe you're single. And I can't, they aren't single, but that's the same thing we thought when we met them, that they were so wonderful and we couldn't believe they're single. Be very leery of the knight in shining armor, ladies. Be very leery of that, because if that person is single, they're single for more reasons than what they're telling you. Let's just say that, right? And but they're not single. Okay. So social media, they love to use social media, because what they do with social media is they actually will, they will be online, and, you have this little light, especially on some of the social media sites, that tell you that the person is online, right? And if you're dating them, that that they are online, because you can clearly see the little green light, right? And you'll ask them, I text you, about an hour, 10 minutes ago or several times within an hour, and you haven't responded, but I noticed that you are on, your light is on. And they are going to look you dead in the face or text you. And usually when they text, they bombard you. I mean, they go off and they send you tons and tons paragraphs of texts, so they're lying because their fingers are like, they're gone off. They just, it's not that serious, but they really will go off into long paragraphs, and it's really guilt because they know they're on there. But what they're going to say is they are not, you didn't see that I'm not online. That wasn't me. Oh, I was doing a business deal. Oh, I was trying to pay my bill. They'll tell you every lie in the book because remember, they are obsessive compulsive liars. Everything come out their mouth is a lie, except, let me say this, except when they're telling you something about what their friend did or somebody they knew did, they are telling the truth. It's not their friend. They're telling you about themselves because narcissists telling themselves, but they say they're a friend or I know somebody who did, but they're actually telling you about themselves. So listen carefully when they're telling you stories or they're making up, excuse me, guys. They're making up these scenarios of what they've seen or, what their friend did. It's them. They're telling you exactly what they're doing. Exactly. So take notes, write it down. If they tell you they had a friend that cheated and they found somebody new, they're telling you that they're cheating and they found somebody new. Okay. They're going to tell you about sex escapades and escapades and their friend did it. Okay. We've all seen scenarios in which people say asking for a friend. Well, that's what they're doing. They're telling you, but then it's a friend, but it's actually them. And so what happens is the narcissist goes and he starts to do all this devaluing because one, you're not giving him the same fuel that you initially had. He's gotten bored, okay? Because remember, they only see us as objects and they want to connect. They want to collect as many objects as they can. They want to have 1,000. You know how the little kids when they're 2 years old and they collect all these various soldier men and various toys, and it's like mine. Well, they're 2 years old. They're supposed to have that mindset because the only way they survive is through their mom, right? Or through their parents. They see them as an extension of them, which is healthy at 2, but it's not healthy as an adult. But the narcissist person, that's what they do. They collect people as they're people collectors. They're like items to them. They're like toys to them. And so as children, normally, think about it. They get bored with a toy and they toss it up in the corner and maybe, they'll go back and get it later. You better not take it because they know it's over there and they'll go back and get it later. And so that's how narcissists see us. They want everything to their self. They want to collect everything to their self. But when they get bored, they toss it away and they see something shinier. They want that. Okay. But however, that toy that they throw away, you better not throw it in trash. Have you ever tried to throw away one of your children's toys? They're not having it. And so that's how narcissists see us. They see us as items and as toys. They don't see us as a person with emotions or persons with feelings, a person with a heart. They cannot connect to us because they can't connect to themselves. So as I've said many times, they don't love us because they can't love themselves. They don't know what it is. They don't understand that language at all. So they acting like they love you is because they're mirroring you. Right? They're giving you what they see works. They study people. They look at you and they notice that if they do a certain things, you're going to react in the way that they need it, which is going to give them more fuel. So they're only in relationships to get from you what they need, right? They're giving it to you because they need it back, right? It's not because they are investing in you. It isn't because they're giving you their heart. It isn't because they see a future with you. And if they do, it's only because you have something that they need and they want. Do you have good credit? Do you have a good job? Are you able to put them in the right crowd of people? Are you able to boost their ego? They're only with you because of the things that you have. And so a lot of times you'll notice that narcissists, what we call downgrade, or we say downgrade because the person looks horrible. Well, you know what? It's because that person has something that they need. So because narcissists are not dating you all the time because of your looks. They're dating you because of what you have to give. What is it tangible that you have to give them, right? And so when you get in a relationship with a narcissist and you stop giving them the fuel that they need and the fuel that they require, then you know what? Then they have to devalue you because now you're becoming all bad and you're not giving them what they need. They need fuel to survive. And so they have to go out and seek other victims, right? These victims don't know anything about them. They are lying, scheming, conniving. As I said, listen, these narcissists can sell sand to a beach. They will tell the person anything. And of course, if that new person knows anything about you, they're going to tell that new person that, oh, they don't understand me. They don't know who I am. They don't treat me right. I've done so much for them and they have not done anything for me. And this is just who I am. And this is what's going on, right? And so that person, of course, is going to believe and understand. Hi, hello to my Instagram followers. New person is going to believe that this story is really true because they have nothing to compare it to. And of course, they're never going to allow you to meet that person. They're never going to allow you in the same room where you're going to have the conversation to even begin to compare notes. Their goal really is to keep you apart anyway. It's to, except for when they're going to triangulate you. And when they triangulate you, which is to put you which is to put you against the other woman or the other person, they're not going to allow you to talk. They're just going to triangulate you so you're aware of her and she's aware of you. And once again, that's to make you work harder in a relationship to give that narcissist what it is that he needs. Remember, he's doing everything to get fuel. They're like ticks on a animal. They can only get on animals that's alive. You never see a tick on a dead animal. They cannot draw any fuel, any blood from them. And so that's why we call them, once again, energy vampires. And so once again, if they're bored, that's what they're going to do. If you've gotten to a point in your relationships where you're like, well, we've had a good time. I'm happy. We're getting to know each other. He's giving me what I need. I'm giving him what he needs, and we're good. And you're happy. But see, narcissists cannot thrive. They do not enjoy peace. They don't want peace, and they don't want you to give them peace. They don't understand that. They only understand conflict. And so what they do is they have to constantly create a conflict situation, right? They have to always create an argument. They have to always create discord. Discord. It's just who they are, right? So even if you have a wonderful day planned and you're going out with this narcissist on this beautiful date and you're so happy, you finally get to see them, spend time with them, they're going to find a way to cut that thing short. They're going to find a way to start an argument. It could be, why do you have on that lipstick? Or why are you wearing your hair like that? I mean, they're going to find something because they cannot be happy people. They're never going to be happy. They cannot be happy. It's just who they are, right? And so, if they're bored, if you get to the point where you stop agreeing to everything they say, or like I said, if the mask begin to slip, these are things that they know is happening and they feel like they're losing control. And so they're going to start the devaluing. They're going to start saying, anything to you that's going to make you feel bad about yourself, make you second guess yourself. They may have said, I love your hair. You have such beautiful hair. When you met, for instance, they may say, Kelly, I love, Dr. Kelly, I love your dress. It looks so good on you. But mark my word, once I get to a point in a relationship where they're bored and they're not getting the fuel they need, then they're going to say something like, well, why do you wear your hair like that? I always wondered why you wore your hair like that. And you're going to think, wait a minute. And then that's also gaslighting. You said you love my hair. No, they're going to always find something. The thing that you felt so secure about, they are going to break it down. They're going to attempt to. The thing that if you are a speaker, like I'm a speaker and I enjoy speaking, they're going to say, oh, I love the way you speak. And I've had one that said that and then turned around and say, well, listen, the way that you speak, half the people will walk out the room. That's exactly what he told me when the crowd was paying more attention to me than they were to him, which they weren't supposed to be paying attention to him anyway, because it was for me. He decided that he was going to devalue me right before I got on stage to speak, right? So that is what narcissist devaluing is. It is because they have not, and they are unable to gain the fuel that they need from you. And so they are on a hunt to find the next victim, the next fuel source. So they have to, because of their black or white thinking, they absolutely have to make you be the bad person. You have not done anything at all. And you're wondering, why is this person acting like this? You haven't changed. You're giving them the same thing they asked for in the beginning of the relationship. However, now you ended up being the bad person. It's because of their disorder. It's just who they are. It's nothing wrong with you. They will have you second guessing yourself. And so, in ending this, I just want to let you know, for those of you who are going through it, you feel like you're going crazy. You don't know what's going on. You don't understand what's going on. You don't know why you're in a relationship where it's gotten to this point. And hello, hello, Miss Don't Judge Your Mother. Well, if you don't understand how you gotten into this point in your relationship where it was so wonderful at first and everything was going so beautiful, it was all peaches and cream, and now all of a sudden it just went poof, boom, right into your face. That's what has happened. The person, he's already on a hunt looking for something else. He plans on keeping you on the side. Yes, he does. But he's going to demote you and promote another person. He's going to bring that person in your space. And so what's happening is, this does not want to And so what you're saying is that's what he's doing. He's going to find everything in the world wrong with you to make you feel bad about yourself. And what it's going to do is make you work harder, right? He wants to make you work harder to keep him while he's over here trying to get someone else. That's the end game. He's angry at you. He's punishing you. He wants you to work harder because you have caused a narcissistic wound. And of course, the narcissistic wound could have been any of the things I talked about. You not agreeing with him, you seeing him with his mask off, you deciding, I don't really want to be in this relationship. It could be any of those things. And so that's why he will decide to devalue you. So you have the love bombing, you have the devaluation, and then you ultimately have the discard, and then it's going to cycle back around if you allow it to. If you do not go no contact, if you take them back, if you begin to listen to the lies and the woe is me's and take them back, it's another cycle. It's the same cycle. It never ends. It doesn't end until you make it end, because he or she is not going to allow it to end. It's just how they get their fuel. It's how they survive. It's like a tick, like I said. So, and let me see if there's anything else. So listen, if you guys have not had a chance, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Also hit the bell icon so that you will be notified when my videos are going to be uploaded again. You will get them immediately. And also, if you would, please comment below. Leave your comments below. I have been answering the comments, and I'm seeing what you guys posting. I'm also seeing that the video is being shared. I absolutely love that, because it is a lot of people out here who do not understand what's going on in their relationship. They don't understand how they've gotten where they are. They don't understand the signs and symptoms. They're talking to people who are unaware of narcissism, NPD. They are unaware of that. And so they're giving them the wrong advice. And so what it's doing ultimately is chasing the person back into the relationship, because they don't understand that the person that they were talking about is not versed in it. They don't understand it. And so they're telling them, oh, give them another try. Just go try. And you don't want to, but because someone has told you to do it, you go ahead and do it, because you feel as though maybe it's me. It's not you. It is not you. You are in a narcissistic relationship. A lot of people are not, it is becoming well known now, but a lot of people are not trained in that area. Okay. I am a certified life coach. I have been certified in that area. This is what I do. This is what I love. This is my passion. Once again, it's not something that I read about. It's something that I have gone through, and I have turned my pain into power. And so I take my time out during the day to talk to individuals day in and day out about this disorder, how to get out of it, how to survive it, the symptoms of it. And the light bulb goes off in their head, because at this point they realize, hey, she really knows what's going on. Yes, I know, because I've been in several. I've had them in my family. I've been around them. I know what they look like. I've worked with them. I know what's going on with them. I know what the disorder looks like. And so I'm here to help you navigate through that process in your life. Okay. You can find me at www.align-with-Dr. Kelly Diane. I will have that posted below. That is my page that you can contact me with. I also do 15-minute consultations to see if we're a good fit for each other. If I'm a good fit for you, you're a good fit for me. If not, I can refer you to someone who can. But here's the thing. In order to heal and deal with this, you have to come out of the relationship. And when you come out of that relationship, it is like going through withdrawals. It is very, very hard. And you have to surround yourself with the right crowd. People who are aware of narcissistic personality disorder. Everyone cannot help you through this process because they don't understand it. And I do understand it. I'm here to help you get through this process. I'm here to help you discover you, to find out, to help you understand that there's pain. There's freedom on the other side of pain. And you don't have to stay stuck in that. You don't have to give up and just say, hey, I'm here. I got to stay in it because I have kids. I have this. You don't have to do that, because you deserve better. And you deserve someone who loves you, someone who cares about you, someone who is going to put you first, and you're going to put them first, not the toxic cycle that you've been in and out of for years or months. You deserve so much better for yourself. And so I'm here to help you walk through that process. And so if you're ready to take that step, once again, I am a certified life coach. Reach out to me, contact me. If I'm not a good fit, listen, go on the internet and find people that is a good fit, because we do not want people. We want to get this out. We want to get this word out about these narcissists, because they are running rapid around here. They're destroying lives. And so I'm a person who believes in, I'm not a good fit, please find a good fit for yourself. I'm one who believes in healing. Okay, find your healing somewhere, but you have to take the step. You have to decide that you want to invest the time in yourself and that you want better for your life. and that you're willing to run for your life to get the thing that you need, because a narcissist is not going to get it to you. The narcissist is going to destroy you. The narcissist is going to leave you looking drained. The narcissist is going to have you suicidal. The narcissist is going to have you depressed. The narcissist is going to have you on medications. The narcissist is going to have you just giving up on life, because that's how they feel about their life. But that's not your story. And let's not make it your story. Let's pick up the pen in your life and rewrite your life in the way that it should be, which is that you are a light to the world. You come here to bring light. Don't let the narcissist put your light out. They don't have that power. So let's not give them that power. Let's not even let them think that they have that power. Okay. So once again, thank you so much for joining me in this YouTube channel, and also on Instagram with Align with Dr. Kelly Diane. I will be probably at the end of the week posting part 3, which is the discard phase, and we will go over that briefly. Especially for those of you who are going through a discard phase, I would love for you guys to join me. And if you could like, share, subscribe, send this to someone if you think they're going through this. If it resonates, share it with them. Let them know that there is help out here. Okay. So once again, thank you so much for those of you who have joined me. And I hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Instagram, thank you so